So Robinhood had a very good day, up 5.85%. Why was it up so much? So they're poised to win as risk-taking increases. Interesting. And, it's no secret Robinhood is a new style of brokerage. It's not your father's brokerage. It's more like the new generation of investors. A lot of them like Robinhood. And I have a Robinhood account. I'm a Robinhood stockholder. But their UI doesn't make sense to me. I'm an older dude. So I like maybe a more traditional UI that's more like spreadsheet looking. Nonetheless, I'm glad that I bought Robinhood stock because I thought it was going to grow, and it did. Market cap is about 33 billion, and the revenue is 2.4 billion. Their PE is getting a little high. Their stock has done well for a year, and their PE has gotten rather expensive. Analysts think it's fairly priced, just slightly discounted. And the reason the stock's really worked is the company's really grown, and they're coming out with new organic products that are new. They're also in crypto. Crypto's done really well. They are gamifying, the whole investor experience. Their volumes are really good, volumes of trades. So with a year of 2024 being so positive, I think Robinhood's going to announce very positive earnings when they announce their earnings for the full year of 2024. In fact, what date are they going to announce? February 11th. So we're a little over a month from that happening. All right, so we've got really good revenue growth. They've grown to be a $2.4 billion revenue company. They are profitable. And look at that cash, that sweet cash, $2.19 billion of free cash in the trailing 12 months. Nicely done. When we look at they don't have a gross profit because they don't make a product. They're more of a service company. Their profit margin is 21.8, which is very good. And they generate a lot of free cash. So we got good free cash flow, a growing business at 35%. Analysts believe in the company. 16 analysts cover the stock. And there is some disagreement on the value of the company. We've got some bulls that believe the stock is worth $55 per share, and some bears that think this stock is way overpriced. It's worth $11 a share. But on average, they would be saying that the stock is fairly priced. What do I think? Well, I look at the fundamentals and principally looking at free cash and then having a little bit of the valuation focused on earnings per share. Based on free cash, this stock's discounted by 83%. And what I've done is I've taken what I think is a reasonable forecast of cash, and I've grown that cash by about 20% in the first 4 years, but then after that, only 5%. And if this company operates the way they've been operating, it's just worth a lot more money because they're growing so quickly, and they're growing that free cash so quickly. Really, nothing stands in their way other than a terrible stock market that could slow them down. But this one here just looks really good from a free cash flow perspective. They only have cash. They don't have any debt on the balance sheet. So their free cash flows are actually worth $63.8 billion, far more than their market cap. And their value per share is much higher than their current stock price. So it's discounted by 83%. Overall, I still think it's discounted by 53%. I bought shares last week when it was selling off. I'm really glad I did so, especially since the first day of trading in 2025. My shares that I bought recently, as well as the shares that I owned already, went up close to 6%. So that was great. This was the best percentage gainer in my portfolio today. So go Robinhood. Excellent. Android PC. Hood always seems too expensive to open position. Yeah, I can understand that. And I know exactly what you're talking about. But on this one here, the market did give us an opportunity where this stock, when it IPO'd, it was received a lot of fanfare, and then it sold off. So for a period of time, the acquisition prices were really good. And more recently, it's really flourished. Once it started to go, it is really, if you're a value investor, long-term investor, it's always hard to buy into an appreciating stock because you'd hate to see it stop going up, and then you maybe see losses in your stock price. So I totally get that. I've believed in Robinhood and continue to buy shares over time. And again, I bought more shares last week. But that's me. You do you, I'll do me. But I'm glad I own Robinhood. It's been a really, really good stock for me. So that's Robinhood.